Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving back into the world of Game of Thrones, specifically Season 4, Episode 4, titled Oathkeeper. After the shocking events of the Purple Wedding, the pieces on the board are shifting dramatically across Westeros and beyond. In this episode, we see the aftermath of Daenerys' conquest, political maneuvering in King's Landing, preparations at the Wall, and a potentially game-changing encounter for Bran Stark beyond the Wall. Let's break it down. We open far away in Meereen, where Daenerys Targaryen is overseeing the liberation of thousands of slaves. Witnessing the extent of their suffering and the brutality of the Masters, Daenerys is moved to deliver her own powerful form of justice. Looking upon the crucified bodies of the great Masters, she declares, "I will answer injustice with justice," mirroring their cruelty as retribution. Back in King's Landing, Jaime Lannister is adjusting to life without his sword hand, training awkwardly with Bronn. Bronn, ever the pragmatist, can't resist mocking Jaime's struggles and urges him to visit his brother Tyrion, who is now imprisoned, awaiting trial for Joffrey's murder. Jaime finally goes to see Tyrion in his cell. They share a frank, somber discussion about their current predicament and Cersei's chilling intentions. Meanwhile, Littlefinger is whisking Sansa Stark away by ship. He reveals his plan to take her to the Eyrie to marry her aunt, Lysa Arryn. Sansa shrewdly suspects Littlefinger's involvement in Joffrey's death. Pushed, he ultimately confesses, admitting Ser Dontos was merely a pawn and that the poison was cunningly hidden in Sansa's own necklace, making her an unwitting accomplice. He chillingly declares his vast ambition, stating he would risk everything to gain everything. Back in King's Landing, the Tyrells are also plotting their future. Olenna advises Margaery to quickly secure her position with the new young king, Tommen. Olenna warns Margaery that Cersei will inevitably attempt to turn Tommen against her. Margaery takes this advice to heart, cleverly sneaking into Tommen's room at night to begin building a connection and subtly manipulating him. At Castle Black, Jon Snow is training new recruits, much to the annoyance of the resentful Janos Slynt. After hearing from Samwell about Bran being alive and heading north, Jon studies maps, wondering if Bran might have sought shelter at Craster's keep, now overrun by mutineers. Granted reluctant permission by Alyssa Thorne for a volunteer mission, Jon addresses the Night's Watch. He calls for volunteers to join him on a dangerous mission beyond the Wall to deal with the mutineers and seek justice. The episode takes a dark turn as we glimpse inside Craster's keep. Carl Tanner and the mutineers are shown in their brutal depravity, mistreating women and drinking from a skull. Most disturbingly, a woman is forced to offer her newborn son. She reveals these male babies are sacrifices to the White Walkers before the child is abandoned in the snow. Unexpectedly, Bran, Jojen, Meera, and Hodor are revealed to be hiding in a nearby hut. Hearing the baby, Bran wargs into Summer the direwolf, who attacks the mutineers outside the keep, drawing attention. Summer's attack leads Locke to discover Bran's group in their hiding place. As Locke subdues Meera and Bran reveals his identity, yelling a Brandon Stark of Winterfell. This happens just as Jon Snow and his volunteers launch their attack on the keep. The ensuing fight sees Jon Snow personally confronting and killing both Locke and Carl Tanner, bringing a violent end to the mutineers' reign. In the episode's chilling final moments, one of the babies left by the mutineers is collected in the snowy landscape by the Night King. He takes the infant to a frozen altar, and with a touch, transforms the baby into a White Walker, adding another soldier to his terrifying army. And that brings us to the end of this pivotal episode. Daenerys delivers harsh justice. King's Landing is a chaotic web of political intrigue and family tension. Jon heads north on a dangerous mission, and Bran has a very close call with his brother nearby, but unseen. But perhaps most significantly, we get a terrifying, undeniable glimpse into the true nature of the White Walkers and witness how their army grows. This episode really underscores the multiple, desperate threats facing the characters, from scheming political enemies to the horrifying forces massing beyond the Wall. What did you think of this episode? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more recaps and Game of Thrones breakdowns.